Gaslighting is the act of manipulating someone using psychological efforts to make them question their own sanity. It is a severe form of emotional abuse that often leads them to question their own memories, thoughts, or events that have happened. If the behavior is not stopped, it can result in a victim doubting and losing their own sense of identity and self-worth. Gaslighting can occur in any type of relationship, whether personal or professional. It is a common technique used by abusive spouses or intimate partners, narcissists, and people who try to control large groups of people, such as cult leaders. The effects of gaslighting can often be devastating. The term gaslighting comes from a stage play that eventually became a film. The 1944 movie Gaslight tells the story of a woman who married young. Her husband was manipulative and controlling. In his attempts to control her, he began to manipulate her environment in ways that made her question her sanity. The lights in the home in the film were gas. The husband would dim the gas lights and make them flicker and would deny that anything was happening when she mentioned it. He would tell her she was crazy and that nothing was wrong with them. The emotional trauma she experienced was severe. In the end, the woman found someone who helped her prove that she was not losing her mind and that the events were happening and not her imagination, and she left the marriage. Abuse comes in many forms and it does not discriminate because of race, gender, religion, or sexual orientation. Abuse can be physical, mental, emotional, sexual, or financial. Being yelled at, hit, threatened, or constantly berated are a few examples of abuse. Having sex or money withheld are also ways people can be abused. These are the more obvious forms of abuse. Gaslighting, on the other hand, is not as easy to detect. In fact, victims are often so overwhelmed by the abuser's behavior and the self-doubt that it causes that it may take a long time to realize what is happening and to get help. Signs of gaslighting. Gaslighting may take on different forms and often happens in stages. Some of the most common signs of gaslighting include denial to confuse you. The abusive person denies they said something, even if there is proof of their lie. Even if you know what you heard or saw, and if the abusive person knows you heard or saw it, a person who is gaslighting will deny the reality of a situation and try to make a victim feel as if they imagined everything. Lies about you. They tell lies and act shocked if you confront them with the truth. People who gaslight victims are generally not sneaky about lies, but rather tell lies with such fervor it can leave you questioning why you ever doubted them. Actions speak louder than words. If you are involved with someone who tries to gaslight you, pay attention to what they are doing, not what they are saying. They commonly use words to twist the truth and to make you question your own sanity. Observe their actions and trust your gut instinct. Fake praise or appreciation. A person who gaslights others will often use fake praise or acts of appreciation, leaving you wondering if they are truly abusive or if you misunderstood. Most often, this is simply an attempt to throw you off balance emotionally. One sign of fake praise or appreciation is to pay attention to what you are being praised for. Gaslighters typically offer signs of appreciation if your actions accomplished something that served them or their agenda. Projection. This is the act of accusing someone else for your own shortcomings or faults. For example, if a gaslighter is cheating in a relationship, they may accuse you of being unfaithful. This is a ploy gaslighters often use to take the focus off themselves and their poor behavior. Manipulation. People who are gaslighters are typically master manipulators. One way they try to manipulate victims is to use friends or loved ones.